It's blackberry season here in the UK, a sign that summer is sadly drawing to a close. But I always look forward to this time of year as my husband and I love foraging for the local blackberries, and we are surrounded by an abundance of them. So, with nature gifting us these beautiful berries, it felt right to make them the theme for this month's shoot. It's also the most quintessentially cottagecore experience I can think of, so we've embraced a cottagecore blackberry-themed shoot for month 8. I've been on a year-long challenge where I am doing one creative shoot every single month for an entire year, with the goal of expanding my videography skills alongside my photography, upping the production level of my shoots, and pushing myself to create better content. So to get started with creating the look, I had to gather some props, starting with these large yellow flowers. And since I know this field will be mowed down soon, I figured why not continue with the foraging theme and incorporate these flowers as well. I then spent a good 2 hours picking the blackberries and finished just in time for us to start the shoot. I'm someone who finds endless inspiration through paintings. During the time I was living in Amsterdam, I had a museum pass that allowed me to regularly visit the Rijksmuseum, where I spent countless hours studying Dutch masterpieces, many of which have become a source of inspiration when I'm shooting. I've often teetered between painterly portraits and a looser lifestyle approach with the way that I shoot, but for this shoot, I wanted to fully embrace a more composed approach, inspired by the master painters. So here's the mood board that I created for this shoot. Bring some more hair over to this side. So I'm really taking my time posing so we get it perfect in camera. Here I am really trying to focus on creating a deep separation between my subject and the background. So for the shoot, I am primarily taking all the photos with my 85mm and shooting as wide open as I possibly can with an f-stop at 1.2 to 1.4. Bring up higher. Eyes right at me. Creating a blurred background like this is essential for that painterly look I'm going for. But so is the lighting. The Dutch masters were known for the way they conveyed light, and I love the way so many of my favorite paintings have a dark background. So I chose this spot specifically for its lighting and the way that the greenery forms a natural tunnel, which I knew would create the perfect dark backdrop for the photos, allowing the subject to stand out, just like in those paintings. I think just go ahead and pick up the basket and just hold it in your arms and...
Like this?
That's perfect, because if you tilt it towards me, I can see the blackberries a little bit better. Oh my gosh, that's so good already! That looks really good, and then fold it. Perfect. That is stunning. Hold it. Of course, I'm also focusing on capturing lots of great video clips as well. And my main focus with the video is capturing a moving portrait of each pose. And I'm planning on using these clips, of course, in this video, but also for lots of other things. They go into my bank of content, and I will use and reuse these clips for lots of different video projects, including vertical content. I also brought along this chair to add to the composed feeling of some of the poses. I was approaching these like I was creating a still life, but with a person. So I didn't worry too much about this feeling like I was capturing a natural moment, but rather like I was composing a scene, something that didn't necessarily need to make sense. It just needed to look good. Tilt the basket a little bit more. There you go. I thought it would be fun to show you guys how I edited these photos. I did them all pretty much the same exact way. I start in Lightroom, where I will choose one of my self-made presets and then adjust it to fit the individual photo, usually messing with the exposure and just touching up the tones. And then I will take it into Photoshop, where the real magic happens. This is where I do my smart sharpening and skin softening. I use actions that I've created for both of those, so it's really quick. Then I also go in and hand paint away any leftover bumps or imperfections. I try to leave things like moles and freckles, anything like that. And for these photos, I kind of pushed the retouching more than I would for, say, like a normal paying client shoot. But again, because I'm going for a very painterly type of look, I didn't mind pushing the retouching a little bit more. I also always like to brighten the eyes and anything else that I want to draw attention to.
Beautiful. All right, I think that's a wrap. Yay! Oh, you did such a good job.
Yeah, you did. Thank you.
That's a wrap. Thanks for watching.
Thanks again for joining me for another behind the scenes video. I feel like I'm getting better and better with every single month of this challenge, and I've really hit a stride with it. If you want to see more of my work, photos, vertical content, more behind the scenes stuff, make sure to give me a follow on Instagram. I have already fully planned the next shoot in this challenge, which will be my biggest shoot to date. So please do stay tuned for that and subscribe if you want to see what's coming next. I promise it will be very exciting. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys again very soon in the next video.
Put on that dress that all the bad boys like. I know your daddy ain't home, so ride with me tonight. You always wind up here in a puddle of tears.